Some Liberal members of Parliament are expressing their opposition to the decision to invite Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi to the G7 summit in Alberta next week.
The RCMP has clearly stated that there is a credible evidence that the Indian agents are involved in the assassination of a Canadian on Canadian soil. And secondly, when it comes to Justice's report on interference from foreign governments, and India is one of the top 2 actors.
So why is it a good idea? I'm not following you. You say it's a good idea or it's
not? It's a bad idea.
Ottawa says the invite stems from Canada's need for new trade partners, adding that India's economy shouldn't be snubbed. But the RCMP has previously connected India's government to a wave of violent crimes in Canada, including the killing of Canadian citizen and Sikh dissident Hardeep Singh Nijjar in BC in 2023.
As Canada, we also have certain values that are important to us. And when it comes to human rights, when it comes to standing up and protecting Canadian citizens on our soil, but also ensuring that that freedom exists around the world, that's a message that we should be passing along.
Canada has also invited Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman to the G7, another figure deeply connected to human rights abuses and targeted killings. Saudi dissident and journalist Jamal Khashoggi was ambushed and killed in the Saudi consulate in Turkey in 2018. Bin Salman has denied ordering the murder, but as de facto ruler of Saudi Arabia, accepted responsibility for it.
We are certainly in the age of, as Gramsci would say, monsters and monster regimes. And Canada is now having to find its way in the midst of the monsters.
Meanwhile, retired MP Charlie Angus returned to Parliament Hill, warning of closer dangers. Angus says the U.S. government is now one that practices detention without trial, is preparing to use military against protesters, and underlined the American president's well-known admiration for Vladimir Putin. Angus says he understands the Prime Minister can't simply uninvite Donald Trump, but says other options must be considered.
I think we need to be sending a message somehow that we will contain this threat, and we need to make sure that we're not giving Donald Trump all access in our negotiations at the G7, because he does not have our interests at heart.
The G7 convenes in Alberta starting on Sunday. In Ottawa, Xiao Li, City News.